get this thing up and going. Welcome to another Raw Real Review with your boy Shef. How y'all doing? I know we 12 hours late. We had the setup and everything ready to go. Ready to go last night, but we passed the hell out, man. We was tired. We've been working, all right? We're real people. We have jobs and we have to work just like you guys, okay? So don't give me any crap about, how come you guys didn't stay up past midnight to react? Look, we were tired, okay? Shit happens. But we're here now to react and talk about the latest What If episode. And I've been enjoying what I've been seeing so far. I really have been enjoying what I've been seeing so far. How you doing, Miss M?
Doing good. Got some good sleep.
Yeah. We definitely got some good sleep last night. Well-deserved sleep, well-deserved rest. But yeah, man, the What If train keeps going. I like this show mainly because like each episode has been like completely different from like the previous episode. Like I feel like each episode has had a post-credit scene that they haven't like continued to like,
right?
You know, like address. I don't know if that's like on purpose, but I mean for like animation, like a show, I really like what I've been seeing so far. What about you?
I do too. Like it's a whole new type of animation. I think they're doing a really good job with it. It's not something, I don't know, it's not something we've really seen from other animated shows or anything like that at this point. But it's Marvel. You know they're gonna do it big, and they did it really well. I think as far as animation goes. Storytelling, we can get into it, but you know.
Yeah. Also, you guys be sure in the chat, man, leave your thoughts, your theories about What If so far. How does this all connect to the MCU Sacred Timeline? Let us know your thoughts in the chat below as we discuss the breakdown for this episode. But yeah, I mean, technically we started watching it last week because, you know, I was on vacation and whatnot. But I really enjoy what I've been seeing so far. I feel like the stories that they're really like showing so far are really like on some high shit. Like somebody in the Marvel office was like, yo, what if Captain Carter was Captain America instead of Steve? Right. Or like, what if T'Challa was Star? You know, who thinks of stuff like that? You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like, who thinks of stuff like that and like say, you know what? Bro, I had that same thought like 3 days ago. You know?
Yeah. Like,
they've been coming up with some interesting stories, and like, I feel like, you know, well, for a lot of, you know, the fortunate Hollywood fucking people, you know, they've been able to see the first 3 episodes like since day one. So I guess we're all like finally caught up on the same thing and whatnot. But like with all these episodes, like I have had no idea what to expect. Like zero idea. Like from the start. Like with Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, WandaVision, you kind of knew what you was getting into. Kind of. It threw you off a little bit. But these what ifs, like literally like leave you like, what the fuck? Like that they need to change the title to the WTF. Like not what if, it's like what the fuck. That needs to be like the new title going on episode 3. But we gonna talk about episode 3. We gonna break down what we seen and what we liked. And we also go rank the episodes so far.
Favorite.
And we also go talk some Spider-Man. Ooh, I know you guys are happy. Finally, No Way Home footage. We gonna talk about Spider-Man probably near the end of the stream. So if you're only here for the Spider-Man reaction, you probably wanna wait or get a time travel machine and forward ahead fast in the future to where we're talking about that. But we're gonna break down this with episode 3. I'm not gonna lie, I liked it. I really liked it. Spoiler alert, I'm gonna go ahead and rank them, you know, because that's what I do. I really like, out of all the 3 episodes, I like this one the second most. Yeah. The second episode, like T'Challa, like fucking he just did it for me, the episode. Yeah. But I would rank, you know, episode 2, episode 3, episode 1. Like, what would you rank them so far?
That's the exact same order I would rank it. I wish the storytelling was a little bit better in this last one, 3, but. Yeah. I don't know. I just could not get into the Peggy Carter one. Like, I love the female empowerment and all that, but damn.
I love it too, yeah.
It was a storyline for me, I guess, or just like I don't know.
I think the first episode was too much of a retelling of the first one. Like, nothing really changed other than the fact that she was, like,
Yeah, it wasn't a completely different, like, what if? It's just literally,
Yeah.
what if she just was that person instead of Captain America?
And I can't get over the fact that, like, literally, like, in her universe, the dude just decided to, like, blow up the thing earlier, you know?
Yeah.
Versus in the movie, he was just, like, waiting, just watching the whole time, like, to see if it worked. Like, that to me is, like, I mean, I guess it's, like, in every universe, something, the littlest thing can change something. I guess I get that, and that's what they're going for. But yeah, the first one to me, it was cool, but it wasn't like, it wasn't mind blowing for me. But
I think I'm that why kid. I want to know why he waited. Instead.
yeah. We need a what if on him. Like, what if he didn't blow it up? What if he just like was like, okay, this is cool. Like, I'm amazed. I'm amazed at this moment. Like, you know, let's just do it. But yeah. So that's how I rank them. But as far as this third episode, I really like the suspense aspect of it. Like, the second episode, I feel like was more of like it was a kind of fun storytelling, like, you know, T'Challa doing all this stuff. But this one for me was like, from like the beginning, you're like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on? Mm-hmm. Like, you're really confused. You know, I like to see Samuel back, him voice his character. And I want to say Marvel is doing a really phenomenal job at these voice actors.
They really are.
Like, I don't even know if that's Scarlett Johansson, but she sounds like it.
She does.
She could pass.
I wish that was RDJ though.
I wish it was too.
I think he did fine.
Yeah. But the voice actor for this one, for Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, he did really good.
Yeah.
Like, of course, if you're a Marvel nerd like us, like, we kind of can listen and know, like, that's not Robert. That's not Robert. Yeah. But if you're like a casual, like, just watching the show, you're like, oh yeah. Like, nothing like stood out for you to think that wasn't him, you know? Yeah. No. Like, so good job with Marvel in like the voice actor department. They've been doing like really good. Like, round of applause for Marvel once again. Can you do me a favor? Did you post it in the Discord for our Discord members? Also, join the Discord if you guys want to hear us talk about Marvel news, any comic book news. That's like our insider group. So join our Discord. Link in the description below. Had to get that shameless plug out there. But yeah, the way this whole episode went, like, I honestly had like, so watching this third episode, I didn't know what the fuck to expect. You know, I was like, I thought they was gonna piggyback on the Ego Delivering Planet.
Yeah, I did too. They
didn't at all. I guess they're gonna piggyback on it like a little while later. But this whole concept of, you know, what if the Avengers never formed? It's like a really great like concept, man. And it was really sad. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of sad like during the whole episode, just seeing all the Avengers getting taken out one by one, just bang, bang, bang. You know, the end was kind of a letdown. It wasn't a letdown, but it was just kind of like, oh, like, you really this mad, bro? Yeah. You know, of course, like it, like, but I mean, it goes to show you like the different like, you know, aspects and facets of like the Marvel universe. So it was definitely interesting just to see, like, it, to me, it's honestly impressive, like, what they're doing in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this show could definitely be an hour if they wanted to, or like 45 minutes, or like, you know, 50, it's something, you know, something longer than the 30, 35 minutes, you know. It could be definitely longer than that, but for what they do, and it's so amazing to me, like, even the little side characters that were in the movies, they brought them back to voice their characters, you know? And it's like Marvel is trying to stay connected. Like, they got their own niche and community. And it's cool to see that they're like, even if these characters weren't super big characters in the movies, they're still like reaching out, you know? Yeah. And like, yo, you want to voice your character you did in the movie for like 2 minutes? Right. You weren't in the movie at all, but you want to come back and voice this character? Damn. Yeah. Hell, and anybody's going to be like, hell yeah. Like, give me more, you know? Let me expand my character. So it's like really so cool to see Marvel's doing that. Going back to like the small characters and like getting them to come back and voice. That's true. That was like that's like what really stood out to me so far. And just using them in different roles, because like I guarantee all these actors that are like signing up for these what if roles, they don't know what the hell is gonna happen. They thinking they know their character, but then they put them in these what if situations and it's like, oh, I'm about to die. Like, damn. Did Kevin Feige look at the script? Like, is this supposed to happen? I guarantee you a lot of these actors is like, oh, okay. Y'all was on some stuff this day in this what if pilot meeting. But yeah, what do you think about like just the characters like so far, just, you know, like them using like like little small characters and like placing them in different like places.
I mean, obviously I love the big characters, but the small character, like Crossbones, they even like made him look like his character. That's how good of a job they're doing with the animation.
Yeah.
Like I love his character from the Purge movies and stuff too. I didn't necessarily like him in Winter Soldier because he was obviously Hydra. But I think when they do little characters like that, even Lady Sif was in this one too.
Yeah.
Like smaller characters like that, I feel like just for the true like Avengers, Marvel nerds and fans, like it's a bigger payoff. Yeah. It's worth it to do the smaller, you know, characters like that because everybody knows them, everybody loves them, you know, or at least recognizes them from the movie. So I feel like it's a good small detail. And Marvel's all about details, you know.
They really are,
and it pays off.
Shout out to Lady Sif too, because this is her second cameo in like another show. Like she really came up.
She's been in movies, shows, animations.
Like, she done definitely came up. She's probably well, I can't say she's the one character that's, like, crossed through everything, because Loki, obviously, is, like, crossed through everything now. But, shout out to Lady Sif, man. People thought she was done as a character, Marvel. They was like, oh, man, they just forgot about her. Nah, they're bringing her back. And I'm, like, really curious to see what they gonna do with her in the future.
Right.
But this episode, man, I really liked it. I really liked that it was kind of led by Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury. And like I've never seen him in animation before, so it was kind of like cool just to see his character like, and just like all these different scenarios and like how like I'm still kind of confused, to be honest with you, like how and we're spoiling the episode. Like spoiler alert if you haven't watched the episode already, like get the hell off the stream. But I'm still kind of confused like how Hank was able to like just take out all these motherfuckers like just you know like
you mean literally
so easily
being small.
No, it just seemed like it was planned like really like it was like he had to be at these moments like specifically like I could understand if it was like Kang killing all these motherfuckers because he's seen all this happen, but Hank Pym literally had to be at these specific locations because it was him killing everybody.
Yeah, that's true, and he wasn't an agent, right? Because when Romanoff pulled up all the files, it was his wife. Yeah. So how would he have access? Well, I mean, he still has her login. That's how he was. Yeah. Maybe that's how he knew. He knew they were going to be at these different locations. He saw the Avengers Initiative was like starting to form through his wife's access, and I guess Shield just never noticed that she was still logging in 2 years after she died. Come on, Shield. So... You guys' name is Shield, really? Yeah. And you can't protect this vital information? What the hell? Yeah, see, there's some holes in the storytelling. That's why I was telling you. I'm like, That's what happens when you give a show 30 minutes. Come on. Yeah. Give us like 20 more minutes, Marvel. Y'all got the money. Like, I don't want to hear it. Develop a better backstory. Like, come on. I don't want to hear it. Like, get like, come on, Marvel. Like, this is connected to everything that's going on, too. So it's like... You can't half-ass this stuff, man. Yeah. You really can't half-ass it. And I mean, I didn't know Frank Pym as a character like that, but do you really think a guy with a wife and a kid would kill Barton? A guy with a wife and a kid? I mean, maybe he didn't know. Yeah. But still, you know? I mean, I don't understand why he's like... I mean, I guess Fury was over the missions, I guess, when Hope died in this universe or whatever, but it's like... You really take out people that's supposed to save the world because of your daughter died? Like, if he read the Avengers Initiative, he knew what it was. Yeah. Like, he knew it was for people that are stronger than us to protect us from, like, outer worldly threats. Mm-hmm. So why are you gonna take them out? Like, why? You see what I'm saying? So, like, this episode, like, as good as it was, like, you know, leading up to everything, like, when you watch it back, you kind of like... That is true. Why Thor? He wasn't originally on the Avengers recruiting list, was he? He was. Was he? He was. Even in this point in the Thor? At this point, I don't think so. Because they didn't expect his hammer to just show up there. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, he wasn't on the list just yet. Yeah. Why would he was just collateral? That's where Hawkeye was, so I gotta kill him too? Yeah, yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Paul said, "Sup, hope y'all enjoyed your vacation." I did, man, I did. But now it's back to work and I'm happy. I'm happy here with my squad, my family. I'm happy. Paul also said, "Why didn't Scarlett just yell, 'It's Hank Pym'?" Yeah, she could have did that. I mean, of course it would have spoiled the episode, you know, of course. But I just don't understand Hank, like, going super crazy. Yeah, I don't either. Like, I feel like we could have got a different, like,
Cause Hank is a hero. He's looked at as a hero. And I guess this is Marvel trying to go back and like show that like, you know, Hank is not, you know.
Even heroes can have a dark side.
Yeah, everybody can have their bad day. Shout out to fucking Russell Crowe.
Oh, I thought you meant
Unhinged.
John Walker.
And John Walker.
I don't know. I thought this is where you're gonna go.
Plot twist. Yeah. But I just don't understand. Like, I could not see Hank really killing like Iron Man. I just can't. I can't see that. Cause Hank knew his dad.
Just because he knew his dad. I mean,
like they worked together. Like if you watch Endgame, right?
Right.
You remember when they went back to the flashback scene where Captain America and Iron Man, they went to the past, and Hank was in the office with the pin particles, and like Howard was like next door in the lab.
But
wasn't
Howard not liked though?
By some people,
By some. I mean, see, you could have gotten even into like the undercover, like had a hatred for Hank all of those years, or not Hank for.
They could have did that. They could have went into like, man, Howard stole this technology from me, you know, like, cause for him to kill Iron Man,
that was a big deal.
That is like Hank, really, bro?
Yeah.
Like, forget the Avengers Initiative. You just killed Iron Man, bro. Like, really? Are you that mad for your daughter? Like, bro, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they could have got a different, like, person, man. Or I mean, I guess you need the Ant-Man suit to do the stuff that he did. Yeah. I kind of thought it was Loki pulling the strings the whole time, honestly.
I told you that should have been that would have been a good alternate theory if Loki like double crossed Fury and was working with him.
Yeah.
That would have made more sense.
A better story would have been like Loki, you know, manipulating Hank this whole time.
Yeah.
You know,
that
like this. Look, Marvel, hire your boy. This would have been a way better story. A Loki variant that has seen all the stuff that's happened, and it's like, shit, I'm about to go back to this main Avengers timeline and just take them all out before they like get together.
Yeah.
And take over Earth. Because that's what he did. Because it seems like this Loki just came down like, oh shit, y'all killed my brother. Well, it's time for Avengers. I need to take over.
Right. Good timing. I get to be president now. Like,
yeah. And then he's like, all right, you better find my brother before the sunrise or it's going to be hell to pay. And then when he finds a brother's killer, he's like, you know what? Actually, I think I'm just going to stay here and take over. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's like cool and convenient and all, but it's like being the god of mischief that Loki is and like just his manipulation power. Like, it would have been a greater story if, you know, like he was behind it all.
Yeah. I think they could have done a lot more with that. What do you think if every one of these episodes somebody's a Loki? They could have done something with that. Kind of tied it in that way. Yeah.
Because right now, like, well, in the middle of this episode, like, Loki is like the most powerful person on Earth.
Yeah. There's no defense.
Yeah. Like, he's the well, Captain Marvel just showed up. But.
Like I said.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's mean.
Oh, shit. But yeah, I just think they could have did a better, better spin, like, payoff with. Like, even if it was Hank Pym, show us what he went through. Like, show us why he's sad and distraught. Like, show us the mission his daughter went on.
Yeah.
That he, you know.
Make me care.
Like, cause like the way Nick Fury, like, when he was, well, it wasn't Nick Fury, it was Loki the whole time when he went to talk to him about it. Like, he seemed like he was like, look, bro, shit happens. Like, we didn't want your daughter to die, but she signed up for S.H.I.E.L.D. and she died. You know?
I wondered why Nick was so, like, whatever about it. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
But it's just because he was Loki.
Yeah. But,
you're right.
I don't know, I think they could have definitely did that better. My boy Hulk fucking mutilated. I was like, what the hell? Like, and it was so funny because, like, the whole time he was talking about, like, I can't die.
Yeah.
And then, like, even when he died, they're like, he can't die. I guess to show you, and what if anything's possible.
Seriously.
You know?
I thought they were going to shoot an arrow or something, like, basic. I'm like, there's no way Hulk gets taken down by that. I thought that was going to be it. And I'm like, really? That's just a bullet through the shoulder? Most people live through that. But then you understand what's all happening.
I just don't understand how conveniently Hank Pym was everywhere when stuff went down. Like, yes, he's small and he's untraceable and whatnot, blah 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 blah. But it's like, it was too convenient for me. For him alone to be doing this by himself, it was way too convenient for me. That's like really the only problem I have with this episode. But I liked watching it like throughout. But if I watched it back, I'd probably be like, really? Like, did you really have to kill all the Avengers to make your point? Like,
yeah, as I was saying, like we said, I think it would have been better if Loki was involved. It would have made a lot more sense.
Yeah.
As far as why.
I don't get it. But that was my only really complaint for this episode, because like I really enjoyed seeing like all the Avengers and characters. Like, we didn't get the voice for all of them, but it's kind of like you get the feel, you know. And I was really surprised like they did this episode, because like when I was reading the description, it was like, what if the Avengers never assembled, you know? And this is a universe, which this is crazy. This is a universe where this happened, so it's like, damn.
Going forward from here.
Yeah, so like if we're stuck in this universe, like all the Avengers are dead.
Well, you think it's just kind of preparing us? Because, I mean, technically going forward, we're not going to have another Iron Man movie or another, like, Steve Rogers, you know. Hopefully we do, like a cameo or something. But, I mean, it's kind of just preparing you for a world without them, you know. What if it was not, what if the world didn't have them anymore? And, well, now it doesn't, you know. That could be doing that, too. I didn't think of it in that way.
Troy says, tuning in, I'm going to start streaming. Nice. We're doing great, bro. Paul says, they definitely could have made the story better for sure, but I like how dark it kind of was, letting watchers know some stories are dark. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I love what I'm seeing so far. Like, I'm not complaining about like, oh my god, they killed Iron Man, oh my god, the Hulk. Like, I'm not complaining at all, but just the execution.
Yeah.
I think the execution, especially for this episode, could have been like a lot better. If this is like a universe like without Avengers, and like from what we know, I guess apparently like each episode is its own universe.
Oh, so they're not all connected?
So each episode is its own universe, right? But I believe going forward, so like from all these episodes we've seen, they're gonna pick certain people from the episodes and bring them all in like one. You know, like combine them.
Other universe?
Yeah. Shout out to Sylvie. Sylvie did all this, man.
Yeah.
Sylvie messed up all this, and now we got. Well, thank you to Sylvie, honestly, because if it weren't for Sylvie, we would be looking at a. You know what's crazy? I was about to say we would be looking at a Loki ran universe, but
would that be so bad?
like
basically
now, now we are like we already like we're technically in a universe where Loki like wins, quote unquote, like he takes over Earth, and you know.
Huh.
So ain't that's kind of funny thinking about the Loki series, like he was always born to fail and stuff like that, but in this universe he's like he succeeded literally without doing nothing.
And nobody like stopped him either.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, wait, what's going on? Why is that so easy?
This Loki did none of the work. He did nothing and he achieved what he wanted, which was to rule. Ain't that something? Loki just had to just do nothing and he would have got what he wanted in this universe.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So one Loki made it out the hood. Like out of all the variants, this variant made it out the hood and he went to college and he fucking succeeded in his dreams and his goals, you know. Like all the Lokis need to be looking up to this Loki right here.
Yeah, you're right.
Like they really should. But wow. Paul says Hank Pym killed a god. I mean, but to be fair, Paul, Thor wasn't human when he got sent to Earth, so anything could have killed him. But yeah, Hank, I don't know if Hank didn't take his meds that day or something.
Ooh.
I don't know what Hank was going through, but he executed that so fucking smooth and just like killing black. Like what was on Hank? Like I don't know what Hank was on like this episode. Like he even looked like a madman. He looked deranged and crazy as hell.
Did.
Like S.H.I.E.L.D. just abandoned him and like locked him down somewhere, and he finally got outside to get his revenge. Like I don't get it.
That was a rough week for him.
Like we need a continuation of the story of what's been going on with Hank, man, because this dude looks like a madman. Did this dude make a deal with Mephisto or something? Like what's going on?
Right.
But yeah, but I mean, you know, overall this episode, like Like, what would you rate this episode? Like, seeing everything that you've seen.
I'd give it a 7. Like
Give
a
it a
lower
7?
7, yeah. I mean, if the storytelling was better, I mean, maybe 6.5, 7. If the storytelling was better, I feel like I would have done 8, maybe 9.
Okay.
But it was just different.
Yeah, for like, I mean, for me, like with Coulson being back, that was kind of cool because we know he's not going to be back anywhere else in the future. That was pretty cool. And honestly, just to see like Nick Fury, like Sam, like just really playing his character, I was really like happy about that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was really intrigued by the whole mystery of the episode. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, confused. It did have me. I'm like, yo, who? Like, what the hell is going on? Who's framing who?
Yeah.
You know? So I will give it that, but I will give it a 7 too.
Yeah.
You know, Captain Marvel showed up. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. I am so sick and tired of Captain Marvel always showing up when it's super convenient at the end when everything is like perfect and dandy. Like, Captain Marvel, you need some more awareness on Earth, okay? Like, you out here in space taking care of all this stuff that we ain't seen. None of that. Like, this is literally the third time Captain Marvel is like just
showing up.
I don't know, man. Like, you gotta take care of home. You're from Earth, Captain Marvel. Like, you gotta make sure everything is good.
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to protect the Earth. But I guess that's what S.H.I.E.L.D. is for, but they obviously do a horrible job. But, yeah, man, I'm just tired of Captain Marvel showing up at the end when it's convenient. Like, she hasn't done, well, I was about to say she hasn't done nothing present day, but she was there for the end game battle. But other than that, we haven't seen Captain Marvel's ass nowhere. In WandaVision, nowhere to be found. Out in space. Like, Loki. I mean, I understand why. I mean, I don't know. She probably, like, I mean, Captain Marvel, she's pretty much, I feel like she's the OP character that people just call, like, when they need her. Like, she's never there at the beginning of the war, or just, like, I don't know. We got to see the Marvels to see what the hell Captain Marvel been really doing and what's been really going on. But, I don't know, man. Captain Marvel, I'm just tired of her showing up conveniently at the end. What do you need me to do? Show up at the beginning. That's what we need.
You know what I think the issue is with her? I think she kind of flopped as a character, but Marvel's not going to obviously say that, and they can't just cast somebody else. I mean, her movie was okay. I don't really remember a whole lot from it. It wasn't bad, but it was just okay. Mm-hmm. And I think hopefully the Marvels will fix it. Monica Rambeau can come in and like add some flavor to it, because I mean, I like her as an actress and other stuff, but she's a little dry for me as an Avenger. Like a little...
I feel like for her name to be Captain Marvel, she hasn't really been leading anything, man.
Yeah.
Like Captain America, he deserves the captain name.
But he had personality.
Yeah, he did.
To go with it. I mean, I think she's just dry as a actress, you know, and it's not, like I said, it's not a bad thing. She's great in serious roles, but I'm just used to a little bit more funny for Avengers characters. I don't know. Maybe that's just a personal preference, but I don't mind her as Miss Marvel, but she does show up at random times when everything's already gone to shit.
I'm just getting tired of it, man. Like, she had her moment in Endgame where she was, like, actually there. I mean, actually, no, she showed up at the last minute in Endgame, too. Fuck. Like, can you be there for the battles that we need? At the beginning. Like, I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting sick and tired of it. This is, like, the third time. Literally, the third time. But, I don't know. Maybe this new movie will redeem her. I think she need, like... With all these projects that we got coming out, like, Captain Marvel needs to be, like, included in some of these projects. Because, like, it's been too damn long since we've seen her. Like, she's a super strong character, like, supposed to be big, important character moving forward. So, like, she needs to be in, like, these little movies coming out. She needs to be in Spiderman. I don't give a fuck. She needs to be in Spiderman. She needs to be in like, come on. Like, she needs to be in these up-and-coming movies coming out, man. At the beginning. Not the middle or the end. She just needs to be there. Like, give us some insight on these missions. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Because even in Endgame, she was like, yeah, I can't be there. There are other worlds I got to protect. And, like, This is just one word. Like, look,
Oh, sorry.
homegirl, where were you born? Homegirl, where'd you get your powers, homegirl? Like, I understand you think Nick Fury got the Earth under control, but Nick Fury is just Nick Fury. He ain't got no Tesseract powers or whatever you know. Like, goddamn. But
Right.
I don't know. I don't know why I went on that whole Captain Marvel like just spill, but it's just this episode. She showed up again at the end of this episode. Like,
It's what she does. It's what she does.
I'm just tired of it. I'm just really tired of it. But by the end of this episode, we see Loki just completely take over the Earth. Like I said, this is the Loki that only. This is literally the Loki that only succeeded, as far as we know.
Did
as
he
far
succeed,
as like,
though? I mean, we see him saying he's gonna rule over the people and stuff, but I mean, we don't know how that ends.
yeah, that is
I mean,
true.
in his show, he says none of us ever succeed. Basically, we're always meant to fail.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a really good. I feel like if this was the episode though that he did succeed in, I would have wanted it to be his own episode, told from his point of view.
Yeah.
You know, and if they did do the double twist or whatever that he was working with Hank Pym all along, like that would have been cool.
Like he was controlling them.
Yeah, I hope they
Because
give
he
him
controlled
a
that
episode.
professor. What was his name from Thor? He was controlling him and but that was only with the Tesseract.
Him and
though.
Barton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was with the Tesseract.
I feel like they could do a lot with his story, the one story where he actually wins out in the end, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just feel like this was a letdown if that was supposed to be that story.
The one story that he wins in the end, he literally does nothing but just show up and
It was that easy?
Yeah.
Do you know? And I feel like it would have made perfect sense for him to team up with Pym because he needed the Avengers out of the way. I mean, he didn't know that, obviously.
Yeah.
But look how easy it was without them.
Yeah.
Like they should have had him team up with Pym.
Yeah.
But
So I think this episode is definitely setting up a Captain Marvel versus Loki thing. And we'll see if they. I don't know, man, because like with this series so far, they haven't really piggybacked on like the post-credit scenes yet.
yeah.
So who's like, you know, what would be smart, honestly, because they're already having a season 2 of What If, right?
Mm-hmm.
It would kind of be smart if they like tied like some of these stories together, but like for season 2, you see continuations of like each episode. Like so, like the Captain Carter first episode from the first season. Like in season 2, you see like her in like another movie, like Winter Soldier, or you know.
Oh.
And then like maybe like so second episode or season 1 with T'Challa. I said T'Challa with T'Challa as Star-Lord. Maybe we see Guardians of the Galaxy like volume 2 with him, you know. Even though they kind of like mixed it on the second episode, it was like 1 and 2, you know.
Yeah.
That would be cool for season 2 if they did that.
Oh my god, but they don't have his voice.
Yeah, so that's not gonna happen.
I mean, they could.
I mean, they might. With these voice actors, you never know because they're doing a really good job.
I mean, if they could CGI dead people into movies like that Star Wars movies with the General, I mean,
Yeah.
you can CGI. Well, I don't know, maybe, but I would think you could.
Yeah, I would just leave. I would just leave Chadwick like out of it. Like just respect Chadwick, man. Just respect him. Don't do the fucking Star Wars thing where you're trying to bring a dead character back. No, it ain't even the Star Wars thing. It's the fucking F9 thing. Okay. Just let them rest. Let the characters rest. They serve their purpose. Move on.
The family. The family.
Oh my god. Family forever, right?
Family doesn't let family rest.
Oh my god. Paul says, I feel like the movie would be 20 minutes long because she's so OP. True. That's true. Professor Silvic. That's his name. Professor Silvic. That was the guy.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
After Paul wrote it.
Yeah, she is very OP as hell. That's why, like, we need to see a movie where she gets not beat up, but like just, you know, we gotta see a weakness. Cause even like Captain America, like he was like, you know, he was super strong, but like you could kill him if you had like, you know, the right stuff in place.
Even Superman had like a weakness.
Yeah.
You know, like I get that she's Captain Marvel. She's like our version of Superman, I guess. But come on now.
Yeah, Captain Marvel technically right now as we speak has no weakness. So I don't know if the Marvels is gonna fix that. Like at this point, like why can't she just like save everybody like with her powers? Like I mean, she doesn't do magic or like spells or anything like that. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting to see where her character and what they're gonna do with her in the future of Marvel. I'm really intrigued to see what they're gonna do with her character, because like they introduced her
a long time ago.
Yeah, they introduced her like in Infinity War and Endgame, but it's like since then, like what, like where, like she's supposed to be the next generation, like, you know.
Yeah, I don't think they knew what to do with her.
Yeah,
because it just didn't. I don't think that movie was as good of a release as they thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I don't know. We got to see more Captain Marvel, like whether it's a show or something. Like we got to see what the hell is going on, because she too OP, like Paul said, to just be out here just letting shit happen. Like as y'all can see, we got Loki fucking shit up, Wanda fucking shit up, and apparently Doctor Strange is fucking shit up now. I guess we could talk about the Spider-Man trailer. Woo! Finally came out, Spider-Man trailer. But did you have any thoughts about this last episode before we move on to Spider-Man?
Basically, that Miss Marvel needs to do more. Not Miss Marvel. Is it Miss Marvel?
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, thank you.
Miss Marvel is a completely different character that we're gonna get introduced to.
Hopefully she's better than Captain, but you know.
Yeah.
They need to do more with her. But no, let's move on to Spider-Man. That one was exciting for this week.
Yeah, so Spider-Man. The Spider-Man No Way Home trailer finally released this week. I didn't see the leaked actually you wanna go to it? I didn't see the leaked video. But the official trailer came out, and apparently it's like broke all the records. Like it is broke like the in-game record for trailer. People really are in love with Spider-Man. I didn't realize people really love Spider-Man like this, but apparently, like, I think honestly it's because like Spider-Man was kind of like the OG, like
yeah, he was like the first kind of comic book character I got into. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, he was the first like OG superhero that came out with movies. I mean, the X-Men came out, but like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, like that was like,
yeah,
that's really set it off with like all this comic book stuff. So I understand, I get it. And for me, when I seen the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, I was confused as hell. Very confused, like. But, you know, these trailers, they're meant to, like, you know, not mislead us, but just, like, give us little small things to bite off of. Because, you know, Marvel, they don't want to give us the full meal until the movie comes out, you know what I'm saying? But with the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, there was a lot of stuff that went on. And I was like, what the hell is going on? First, the thing that stood out to me the most, honestly, was Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't understand what the hell he was doing. Or, like, what's going on with him. I think there's a twist. There's a twist. I think M. Night Shyamalan came on the set and was like, this movie needs a twist.
Co-directed it.
This movie's great, but it needs a twist. So I definitely think there's something up with fucking Doctor Strange, man. He just, I don't know, man. After all the stuff he went through with saving the world and all this stuff, for him to just throw it all away for Peter, like, I don't know. Something is up. Something is up, guys. Doctor Strange is sus as hell.
He always seemed like such a conservative, I was gonna say controversial, conservative type of character. So for him to be doing all this and just do the Agatha wink, and it's like, oh yeah, we'll do that spell for you. You want everybody to forget you? We got this.
Yeah, I got it, man.
It's just so easy for a guy who knows he has so much power. I mean, it could be an ego trip, but I mean, maybe it's Loki.
Man. I think something is up. We all have to keep in mind that all this Loki stuff has happened.
Yeah.
You know, like Marvel's biggest mistake will be to be like, okay, so Spider-Man has come out and Doctor Strange has come out, but the Loki stuff hasn't happened yet. Like, look, Marvel just needs to put out a press release and like explain, cause like I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of getting scared with the way Marvel's going, right? Because we had this conversation earlier before the stream. The average like casual like watcher, if the last Marvel movie you seen was Black Widow, you're gonna be confused as fuck by the time you watch Spider-Man No Way Home.
Not watching any shows, you mean?
Yeah, you're gonna be confused as hell. Like Shang-Chi, I'm hearing, like, doesn't have, like, it's before the whole Loki stuff.
It's like its own.
It's in its own, like, thing. But if you watch Spider-Man, I don't know. I doubt Loki's gonna show up in this series. I mean, in this movie. But just I think like from watching the trailer and watching Loki, WandaVision, it seems like they're fucking up shit in their own way.
Yeah.
Like it isn't just Loki or Sylvie that fucked up. Like Wanda is kind of alluding to she's gonna do some crazy shit to see her kids again. You know, so she's gonna have like
There's
she's
a lot.
she's gonna play a part of fucking the multiverse up. Loki, everybody knows what Sylvie did. You know, we're not gonna continue to bash her. She did what she did, and now Doctor Strange, from what they're alluding to, he's messing stuff up.
Yeah.
So it's
having
like
a breakdown.
So it's like, what is going on? Iron Man dies and try to save everybody, and now everybody can't get control of themselves. Like everybody wants stuff different. Like, is this what Tony died for? This is what he died for?
That's true.
He snapped for this. Maybe Thanos is right. You know, we can't get it together. But it's just interesting to me to like all the like underlying factors that these new characters, well not new characters, but these characters that are leading us into the next phase, like they all have their way of like messing things up.
Yeah.
Including Spider-Man now.
Dealing with your own demons.
I don't know. You know, an interesting way I think they could have like pulled it off, but I think it would have messed the story up. Like saying that it was a scroll. Like
for Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Like that he was a scroll? Or that
a scroll was
Doctor Strange?
No, a scroll was cause like everybody's freaked out that Spider-Man is Peter Parker right now, right?
Okay.
Everybody's freaked out. But what if they put it to where like, oh, it was a scroll that turned into Peter Parker and like put on the Spider, you know?
You're telling me it was that easy of a solution instead of going to Doctor Strange and causing all this chaos?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, we don't know what happened in the movie, but fucking Tom Holland, Peter Parker, should have went to Nick Fury for this, man.
He's in high school, so he's not thinking clearly.
I don't know, man. They had this whole well, they didn't have a whole summer getaway together because remember he thought he met Nick Fury, but it was
oh, you're right.
It was a scroll the whole time.
Oh.
But this is my thing. I think the MCU. I think we don't know that scrolls exist.
On Earth, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, some do, but like the Monica Rambeau thing. That's the only thing I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I think only certain people know that scrolls exist,
but not enough to.
And not everybody to like pull out the whole oh it's a scroll, because like if you say that in Spider-Man like oh it was a scroll pretending to be Peter Parker, then I feel like the public gonna be like,
the hell's a scroll? And how'd you let it in?
What the hell is a scroll? Who else is a scroll?
Mm-hmm.
Is my grandma a scroll? Like I think it just like
imagine humanity.
Yeah, so it's like it's so funny to me with the MCU. We had this whole like scroll reveal. Like early, like probably like 2-3 years ago now, right? A little bit.
Yeah.
Like little, cause like scrolls were in Captain Marvel, so they've been here for a while.
I don't remember that movie enough.
Yeah.
You're right.
Scrolls were in Captain Marvel, and Captain Marvel from the 70s or the 60s, wherever she's from. But scrolls have been here since that long.
You're right.
So I don't know if Marvel is like waiting to like use the whole scroll thing for later, but it could have been at least an answer, but I don't think the world is ready for scrolls yet. So
that's true.
Yeah, I don't. They could have used that, but I guess they're going with the whole, you know, I am Spider-Man, and you know, I killed Mysterio, you know, story. Like I'm kind of glad we were watching John Campea the other day, and he said he thought it was gonna be one of those issues. To where they just solved everything off screen and like moved to the next story, but I'm glad that they're continuing everything that happened in the last movie is still unresolved. And honestly, like for some weird reason, man, we've seen fucking Tom Holland as Spider-Man multiple times now, but I don't know, and this is just my reaction. This is just my honest opinion, guys. Like, I honestly feel like Tom Holland hasn't made, like, we've seen him in more than 3+ out. Well, when this movie comes out, it'll be like 3+ more outings because he was in Civil War. So we technically have seen him 3 times. Mm-hmm. But to me, he hasn't made the same impact as Toby.
Really?
He hasn't made the same impact. And I've seen like some comments on like Twitter and stuff like that. And like a lot of people are pissed that like this version of Spider-Man needs so much help. Cause like in the first movie he had help and assistance from Iron Man. Second movie he still kind of had help and assistance from Iron Man from afar with the glasses. So now this third movie he's gonna have help and assistance from Doctor Strange. You know.
You don't think it makes it more realistic? Versus I'm a high school student that got bit by a spider. Now I know how to do everything. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the Tobey Maguire. I was 12 when those came out. Like I thought those were cool.
Tobey went through some shit.
Yeah, he did. He really did. But he did it on his own. And I just don't know that a normal high school kid. I would want to know, like, what the hell's going on with me? I'm probably going to need some help because I'm still in high school. I'm not going to know all the right choices to make, especially when it comes to saving the world and working with Iron Man.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like he's a little bit more realistic in that way. But I don't
using his resources, right?
Yeah, and I don't. And I don't disagree that he's not as, for whatever reason, impactful as Tobey. I don't even really remember James Garfield as Spider-Man. He wasn't my favorite.
Yeah, you don't even remember his name. That's how you know, like you don't
Andrew
remember.
Garfield.
Yeah.
Why did I say James Garfield? I don't even know who that is. You knew who I meant.
Yeah, I know, but
You're all James Garfield. Yeah.
Shut
up.
That's Simba's middle and last name. So.
Oh my God, that's probably why.
Shout out to Simba, man.
Sims.
Shout out to Simba, J Garfield, man. Follow 1,000 followers.
Oh my
YouTube
Sims.
channel coming soon. But
That's where I pulled that.
yeah.
But I agree with you. Is what I was getting at.
Yeah, I feel like it's like one of those first time things. Like the first time you see something, you're like, oh my God, this is like it. Because Tobey, like his Spider-Man, like his movies were like really like. I mean, the third one was like funny as hell because of the whole dance and stuff like that. Remember,
I've seen it once. I don't really remember it.
The whole
the one we saw the other day, I remembered it because saw it.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
When he was the original Zemo.
Yeah. He should have been memed a long time ago.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I just like we've seen more time with Tom Holland as the Spider-Man character, but it's like I feel him, but it's like I don't know, man. That's why I'm kind of glad that they're like this isn't confirmed, but it's pretty much confirmed. Like I really want to see what they do with the old Spider-Man characters, because like Marvel has positioned themselves to like, even though those Spider-Man movies came out, Marvel has positioned themselves as saying like, okay, this is the official Spider-Man, and like all these other variants, you know. And it's gonna be crazy going forward in the future for like kids that like watch this back. Yeah. They're gonna understand that like all this stuff is connected, you know, in a weird way. And Marvel's gonna look like they're the ones that are on top of like the whole thing.
They're doing it right the whole time.
That's so crazy to me.
It was Marvel all along.
Yeah. Like we're gonna go back in time and be like, man, you remember when like they were just making movies just to see what happened and like none of this was connected?
And they fixed it all and did everything.
Now they have cleverly figured out a way to fix everything that you've seen, and it's only gonna get more connected in the future. And that's the real brilliance of like Marvel and Sony, like creating, like we don't know what the story for this next movie is, but like the fact that they are bringing all these universes and kind of like making them like real. Like they're all connected to each other in a way. That way, like moving forward in the future, it will not confuse anybody.
That was a brilliant way to explain like the TVA and all of that.
Yeah.
Was that originally in the comics? I'm just not enough in the comics.
The TVA, I feel like the TVA was. I don't think it played like a big part in like, you know, because like in the comics there are so many different stories.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I mean the way they're like tying it all together, I'm curious to see how they tie in WandaVision, Loki, and, you know, What If? You know, because, like, all these shows are, like, cleverly lined out for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, me, personally, I don't think this is our Doctor Strange, honestly. I don't think it is, man. Like, he's too sus for me, man.
Hella.
Especially, like, with what's going on in What If. We don't know what the hell's gonna happen.
Didn't we just see something where somebody was like, Doctor Strange's episode, it's all going to make sense, and we're going to be like, oh, they just did that.
Yeah.
But
yeah. We just seen that on, I think it was Twitter or like a video that passed by. Yeah, man, I don't think this is the same Doctor Strange. Because, like, we got to keep in mind, right? So, like, when Loki, if spoiler alert for you guys who haven't seen Loki, like, get on the bandwagon. On the last episode, like, the multiverse was already, like, breaking. Like the sacred timeline, once it passed that threshold, like it was already like expanding and stuff like that. So like when Loki got sent back, or when Sylvie kicked his ass back to the TVA, he was in a whole different time. Like he was in a whole different like universe.
Where Kang was the ruler.
Yeah, where Kang was the ruler. Mobius is like, who the hell are you? Are you an analyst? What's your department? Like I really believe that Mobius didn't know who he was. Like shout out to Owen Wilson.
I love Owen.
Never got that jet ski, but shout out to Owen Wilson. Man.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. We waiting on the Mobius solo movie to come out for him to ride that jet ski and like see his family and whatnot. But I don't know, man. Marvel's got some plans. I can smell it. They got some plans. They planning something, man. Because like what a lot of people don't talk about either is what was it that He Who Remains tasked Renslayer with?
Yeah, there's still a lot of questions from that.
There's still a lot. We don't know what the hell is going on. We might want to think we know and can theorize all this stuff. We don't know what the hell because they are like they're really giving us a lot of loose ends. We've gotten a lot of loose ends like within the last 6 months with Marvel coming back. Like with WandaVision, we don't know what the hell she was doing on the beach at the cabin meditating, casting dark spells. We don't know what the hell she was doing.
Nope.
We don't know what the hell Sylvie's doing, stuck alone in the He Who Remains castle. We don't know where the hell Loki is. We don't know what the hell is going on with these What If episodes.
I don't even think we know what Captain and Winter Soldier are doing, and Captain America.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about her. We don't even know where they at.
Yeah.
Like, what's her name? Val. Mm-hmm. What the hell is Val doing in the background with all this multiverse stuff going on? Mm-hmm. Like, we worried about this whole multiverse collapsing, but Val's in the main timeline fucking shit up. Mm-hmm. So it's like, God, man, we got a lot to. Oh my God. We got a lot of stuff to cover and like a lot of ground to track.
No wonder Tony volunteered to do the snapping.
I'm out of here. It's like
he saw it.
He's seen the future. He was like, "Yeah, I'm out of here. You guys got it."
That's all you.
That's why Captain America retired because he went back in time. He probably went to the future too and was like,
he came back that aged from seeing it all.
Yeah. He was like, "I'm retired." He was like, "Sam, Buck, y'all got it, bruh.
This is all you.
I'm going to the moon, bruh. I guess y'all don't want to know. I can't say what's gonna happen because it's gonna mess up everything, but."
Kevin told me not
to. Kevin told me not to.
Future Kevin.
I'm stuck on the moon.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Can't tell you why.
But yeah, we don't know what the hell is going on. We can theorize these Mephisto lives. It's so funny. Mephisto lives. Mephisto has found a way to live through the beginning of WandaVision all the way to the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, man. Shout out to Mephisto living in our minds and just Marvel. You just use that. Use that somehow, some way. Like everybody wants it to be Mephisto. Just give us something, man. Like the fans are telling you what we want.
Yeah.
So just use that. But as far as the Spider-Man. As far as the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. Sorry. When I seen it, I wasn't like it didn't blow my socks away, but it was kind of like, oh, this is cool. And this is what everybody was like waiting for. And they didn't reveal too much, which is what I love.
Yeah.
Like they didn't like say this is the whole movie, and they also said this is the teaser trailer. So it's like, it's not like we're not supposed to know what the hell is going on based on this trailer, which is great. It was a surprise and shock for me to see, just even any Green Goblin like footage. Like we didn't see him as a character or nothing, but to see his like pumpkin bomb, whatever the hell that shit called, to see that and to like, I feel like I heard William Dafoe's voice, and I love William Dafoe.
You heard him cackle. I heard that. Like,
yeah,
doing that weird noise.
I heard like when I was a kid, man, the Green Goblin. I was like, like that.
He was creepy.
That stayed with me. I'm like, whew. So I know that William Dafoe laugh and tone voice. I know it when I hear it. So that was a shocker for me to hear that he's back in this movie, and it's like. They gotta be planning something big with this movie, man. Cause to connect all the Spider-Mans and put them like, whew.
You think it'll be a 3-hour movie?
It better be, man. It's 3 Spider-Mans. They all need an hour.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be mad if it was a 3-hour movie. If it was Justice League for 4 hours, come on. Why can't we get Spider-Man for 3?
Like we gotta look up, and if anybody in the chat knows like what is the reason like certain movies can't go like the distance? Like, is it like a movie requirement to where your movies are under a certain like I don't know time limit? But
I don't know.
because Marvel's the top dog right now, they can do whatever they want. They're breaking records, #1 movie of all time. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta think like they can get like any kind of leeway they wanted to. If they wanted to make a 5-hour movie, I'm pretty sure like everybody be like, yes, take our money, yes, you know.
And
so,
you can split it and have people leave the theater, come right back in. I mean, if you wanted to, or pay for the double at the front. Like, I don't know. I think that'd be genius of them.
I think it would have been genius too. But, what did you think about the trailer? Like, what were your thoughts? Like the Spider-Man trailer.
I mean, the most interesting to me is obviously Doctor Strange. Like, that's just like I've seen the first Doctor Strange like once, and I've seen him obviously throughout like Endgame and stuff. That's just not his character to me, and so that stood out to me the most of just him kind of being like that. He just reminds me kind of like an older grumpy white guy, you know. And so for him being so conservative, being that way, and like him even looking more of his part, because they were talking about that earlier, having like the silver streaks and his hair is more like the comic book version of himself. I feel like they're kind of trying to go overboard and making you think like this is Doctor Strange as is, you know, the real Doctor Strange. But I really think there's got to be something going on. Because even, what color was, what's her name's magic? I cannot remember for the life of me. It was purple. Agatha, right?
Agatha, yeah.
Yeah.
Purple, yeah.
I mean, even him doing that spell right there, you can kind of see some purple in the background. But I don't know if that translates over, you know what I mean? I don't know enough about chaos magic and the way that works as far as their realities and, you know, where it shows up. But
Okay.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of things that are going to need to be explained, even in just Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope it's a 3-hour movie. I really do. I know a lot of it has, like, the groundwork's been laid for, you know, through Loki and through all of these time elements, but
Yeah.
they have a lot to explain, you know.
They really do.
Because all of these problems are all going on, like with Sylvie and even WandaVision and whatever, and you're introducing Peter's problem to the universe too, aside from everything else that's already going on. So there's a lot going on. I just don't know how they're gonna come to a conclusion at the end that, you know, I think it'll be a cliffhanger. It has to be.
And that's what I was saying. Like, I'm hoping Marvel doesn't shoot themselves in the foot, because like I know damn well like not everybody has seen these Disney Plus shows.
Yeah, it can't. Right? I don't know. Not everybody has a Disney Plus subscription, you know.
Yeah, so like with these movies, I'm really hoping they can like explain it in a way to like where I can watch Endgame and then go watch like Shang-Chi and then like, you know, like I want it to make sense. Like I want it to make sense in a way like I can watch all 3 Spider-Mans and like understand. Yeah,
without having to have that background knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was like a big thing for Marvel for a very long time.
Yeah.
Because like even like my parents have never seen any of the Avengers movies. They saw Infinity War. Is that the last? Yeah, that's the last one.
Endgame.
Sorry, Endgame. They saw Endgame on like a whatever, and they loved it. But really? They didn't need to know any of the background. They just took it for what it was and loved it. And they're like in their 70s, you know? So that's the power of Marvel movies, I think. And then now that they're trying to introduce where it's like, okay, you have to watch Loki to understand time travel and all of that. Hey, it's going to get a little complicated.
It really is.
So I don't know. I think it's like a pivotal point where it's like you're either going to gain another however many followers for Marvel, or you're gonna drop off and lose some and only have your loyal ones stay on with you because they've known the story since the beginning and they obviously understand time travel. But for any new ones, I mean, do you really think people are gonna go all the way back?
Fuck no.
You know, that's a lot of movies to watch and catch up on.
It's really complicated and difficult to be like a new Marvel fan.
Yeah.
I feel bad for you guys. Like anybody that's like decided this year during quarantine, oh, I want to watch Marvel. You got a lot of fucking shit to watch.
I mean, that's not a bad thing for them.
I mean, yeah, it's not a bad
thing. Nothing else to do,
but even when adding like the Spider-Man stuff, you got to go back and watch that now.
I mean, even to understand who the Green Goblin is, you have to watch the old Spider-Mans. Like, I've never seen the old Hulks, and I can still understand who he is within the movie, you know? But, I mean, to understand... I mean, maybe they'll make it to where, you know, Green Goblin and, what's his name? Doc Ock, you know, can exist fine on their own in this movie. Maybe they will, but the hardcore fans, you know that they came out way before.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's going to be an interesting dynamic, I think, going forward for Marvel in that sense.
I mean, knowing Marvel, they can handle it. Hopefully they can handle it. But like you said, it is a different, like, it's a different time period because like 10 years ago, however so long ago, that's when they kind of could do anything and like make it make it understandable in a way where anybody can like pick up and watch it. Now it is like gained a lot of traction and like they're trying to base stuff off of books. It's like I don't know if their movies, like who are the movies gonna cater to? The fucking diehard nerds and the people that has been watching so far, or people that want to go watch like a comic book movie.
Yeah.
You know, like
that's that fine line.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, because like with all the stuff that they set up this far, it's like, I mean, you're really robbing yourself out of the experience if you don't watch everything.
Yeah.
You know.
I agree.
And I hope it's not one of those like Game of Thrones situations where it's like, you go so far, and then like you finally decide to watch, and then you gotta watch like a fucking 1,000 movies. You know.
Yeah.
Like that was like one of the big reasons I've never watched Game of Thrones, because I'm like, I'm not finna watch out. Like I'm like, I don't got time for that shit. Like this shit came out in 2011 and it's 2019. Yeah, okay.
Well, it was way too hyped to begin with.
Yeah.
And so by the time I was like, maybe it was like 4 seasons in. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah,
that
you're
much.
like, nah.
I do not care that much.
You're like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
So I mean, Marvel eventually is gonna get to that point. Luckily, we were on the bandwagon early,
Yes, we were.
and you guys were on the bandwagon early. And it sucks for you guys that are new Marvel nerds. I'm not gonna lie, but you guys got some catching up to do. It's all on Disney Plus, and they're making it easy for you. You open up Disney Plus, and they be like, "Oh, start here." You know?
They kind of guide you through what you need to see.
So that's cool, but it kind of sucks to be. But yeah, I mean, as far as the trailer, I'm gonna give it like a 7, because like I said, my socks weren't blown away. I feel like I was more confused after watching the trailer a little bit. Just with Doctor Strange, like Spiderman, Peter Parker, I understand. Like, I understand his arc, but Doctor Strange is kind of like, like why, bro?
Yeah,
why?
he does have cool suits. I did love the suits.
He
but
does.
I'd give
He
him like
does.
7.5 for the trailer. It's a good trailer. So now that you tell me it's the teaser trailer, like damn, there should be an even better one.
See, and this is my problem with Marvel, and like we going off, and this could be like the last. We got to wrap up soon. But like, it just seems from afar, and we haven't watched the movies. We don't know yet. It just seems from afar like the releasing of the movies is kind of confusing, man.
Yeah.
Because like they had to put Black Widow out because it was supposed to come out a long time ago. But technically, Black Widow came out in the same year that Shang-Chi and Spiderman comes out.
Yeah.
These are all 3 movies in 3 different timelines.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Through.
So it's like, if I'm the casual Marvel person that just want to go watch Marvel movies, like, you're going to watch Black Widow and be like, okay, I watched that. And then watch Shang-Chi and be like,
What?
okay, this is completely different and don't have nothing to do with this. Okay. And then watch Spider-Man, assuming that Shang-Chi has nothing to do with Spider-Man, and be like, okay, so like, how is this,
Yeah.
You're going to be like, how does this connect, like... And we're trying to speak for the people that, we know that's like, oh, like slow, like don't, like, like, but it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Like, you got to dumb stuff down for certain people,
You're not wrong.
or they're going to badmouth your product. That's the nature of the game.
You are not wrong.
So, Marvel, we got y'all back. We just trying to make sure, look, we understand. We get it. We're going through the wave. We're riding it with you. But we just... It's the problem with making things like too complex.
Yeah.
Even like following the source material. Like, I mean, I think they've done a good job of following the source material and like deriving from it. Like, okay, we'll make it more simpler for because the comics, like, you even got people that watch the comics that are like super mad about like
following.
Yeah, about the MCU. So it's like I respect them for like not going the comic route, because like the comic nerds will be like, yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. I read this 10 years ago, issue 99.
Yeah, and then they go see it.
Yeah, and they know everything that's gonna happen. So I think Marvel's done a really great job at like kind of switching things up. Like, like, yeah, this is based on the comic, but we're gonna do our own little thing here.
Yeah, they really have.
So I think they've been doing like a really good job at that. But what I was gonna say earlier, just the Eternals is coming out too this year. Yeah. That's a whole
that's a whole. I will say I'm more excited for those though.
I mean, like I said, we're on the bandwagon. We're excited. We're stoked to go see these movies, and like hopefully you guys are too. But it's like these are 4 different movies that are in 4 different timelines and like just different stuff going on. Then you got Hawkeye coming out. The show, like,
damn.
Like Marvel, we love it. Keep it coming. Give us new shows every week, cause we'll react and break them down every week. But it's just, I can kind of see where this is headed. Unfortunately, you know.
I know, and I hope it doesn't get there to where it just becomes too overwhelming.
Just because of what, like, how Disney Plus is rolling out, like, we're fortunate to be at the beginning of this.
Yeah.
But like probably 10 years later, Disney Plus is gonna have.
I mean, Marvel
so
Plus.
we're gonna have like a we're gonna have, what's his name? We're gonna have a Groot show. We're gonna have we're gonna have side show. We're gonna have a Howard the Duck show in 10 years. Like, man, we're gonna have shows about rocks. A rock that showed up in the character, and now like everybody loved the rock. Like,
that's Korg.
Yeah, Korg. We're gonna have a Korg show in the next. I'm telling you, like, it's just gonna continue, cause like Marvel's gonna continue to give us these characters we love, and us as the audience, we're gonna want more of the characters, you know.
100%.
So it's like,
I just told you that the other day. I was like, I want a Rocket backstory.
that's coming.
I love
5
Rocket.
years. Give it 5 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just, we looking out for y'all, Marvel. At the end of the day, we looking out for y'all. But as far as the episode reaction, I'm gonna give it a 7. I think. What did you give it?
7.
You gave
Solid
it a 7. Yeah. Episode 3 was a solid 7. I'm honestly looking forward to the next episode because, like, so far it's like we don't know what the hell to expect. It's because they can literally what if anything.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen like preview footage of like Doctor Strange and like them teaming up, but we don't know how it's gonna get to that point. And we also don't know how these characters are gonna tie into like these future movies. Like I'll make a bet right now that Shang-Chi, like none of this impacts Shang-Chi, just because like what if still gonna be going on while Shang-Chi coming out, you know?
His is supposed to be like his own separate,
like its own origin,
completely like.
And I'm kind of curious. I mean, they might answer this in the movie, but it's like when.
What part of the timeline?
Like, is this after the snap? Did he get snapped back? You know, like,
I don't know.
Marvel, please answer these questions, man.
I will say I'm a lot more excited about watching Shang-Chi now.
Really?
Yeah. After watching John Campea has been talking about it like for the past week.
He's watched it the 3rd time now. This
Yes!
is like, lucky you, John.
Yeah.
Lucky you. I wish I could watch it once. I wish we all could watch it at least once, but we understand the game and how it is, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're definitely looking forward to watching Shang-Chi. We might do like a quick out of the theater reaction to it, or you know, whatever you guys want. But yeah, we're really enjoying What If so far. I'm looking forward to the next episode. I want to see what they do next. What if, you know, what if Marvel didn't exist? I want to see that episode. Like, you know, like let's give us a Stan Lee episode of like, you know, like. Pay some respects to Stan Lee and like let's get like a funny, you know, like just do something funny with Stan, you know.
Yeah.
They probably don't want to do anything to respect his wishes of like, you know, just
keep me out of it.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, man, you gotta give us Stan the man. You know, give us something, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I mean, that was all of our thoughts for What If episode 3. We passed out. During our reaction last night, but you guys let us know. Would you guys rather us stay up and be, you know,
that's true,
night owls, or would you guys rather us post the reactions a day ahead? Because I feel like, you know, even posting them like, you know, around like this time, more people have gotten time to watch them. You know, certain people are working, certain people are in school, so they can't stay up that late. Blah blah blah. Whoop-de-whoop. But you guys let us know. Like I said earlier, we're posting this now, or we're recording this live now because we didn't make it last night. But our regular schedule is Tuesday night, 12:30, 1 a.m.-ish. So you guys let us know. Would you guys rather stay up late at night, or would you guys rather us post reactions during the day? And we'll just go from there. Shout out to my man Colson, R.I.P. He's gone too. Yeah. But yeah, this was a great episode. I really enjoyed it. My favorite is still episode 2 so far. But I'm just happy to see what else we got in store. What if? and any other Marvel project that just conveniently pops up, and we're gonna watch it. So yeah.
Me too.
Closing statements and closing thoughts?
I can't wait for the next episode. Hopefully it's a better story.
Yeah. I kind of want some more Kang action, but we gotta wait till Ant-Man 3.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a minute. Unless you think he'll show up in Ant-Man? Or not Ant-Man, Spider-Man?
Nah.
No? Not even a
I mean...
post-credit?
Maybe a post-credit, yeah. But the furthest I can see Kang showing up is maybe Doctor Strange.
That would make sense.
I think maybe Doctor Strange. Like him just showing up like, yo, I'm just here, just conquering. Don't mind me. Like I'm the villain in the next few movies, so don't mind me. Just take care of what's going on here. I can see him doing that.
Technically, and maybe, I don't know if you want to take this off screen or not, but what if, not what if, but, do you guys see what I did there?
Nice.
No, think about it. Like, wasn't Doctor Strange doing something outside of his, like, character? Wouldn't that be like a TVA rule breaking? You know what I mean? Like, what that doesn't pop up on the TVA's radar?
I mean, but technically...
Was that after the TVA?
Yeah, I was about to say, technically, who's running the TVA right now?
I mean, I don't know if... Well, I don't know... I can't understand when that part of the timeline is, but when Doctor Strange... when Spider-Man 2 is taking place, is the TVA still intact? Was Loki way after? And it just helped explain these things happening on Earth? So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if that's... Because, I mean, technically, isn't he deviating from what his original variant is supposed to do? You would think.
This Loki?
Doctor Strange.
Oh,
creating that spell to help everybody forget about Peter.
Yeah, so I'm assuming, just because I'm talking what Marvel gives us. What's up, Malta? I'm assuming this has to be after the whole Loki thing, right?
So the TVA is no longer.
So it's like, well, here's the thing: the TVA is no longer a thing in that universe. Or in the Sacred Timelines universe, the TVA is, it's crumbling. Because, like, technically Sylvie's the only one in the universe. And, any rest of... Like, so technically, Sylvie and Spider-Man are in the same universe. Because Loki, he shot out somewhere else. And,
right.
Like, he's wherever he is. So, this is what's tying in with my Doctor Strange theory. I'm thinking, like... That's not the real Doctor Strange. Like, I think what we go see what happens in What If, I think it's gonna affect the movie. Honestly,
okay.
Like I think they're gonna switch I think they're gonna switch universes or something, and like that's my theory. Y'all got it out me. That's my bold prediction. I think during this What If episode, both Doctor Strangers are gonna switch realities, and then the Dark Doctor Strange is gonna be the one that's showing up in Spider-Man. Because this takes place after the whole Loki, Sylvie, craziness, because they can't keep pushing like what happened at the end of Loki. They can't. Right. They can't, because it's getting renewed for season 2, and that's coming out next year.
That's true.
So like all the movies, with the exception of maybe Shang-Chi and Eternals, kind of has to be like after Loki.
Interesting. Okay.
So.
No, I appreciate it. That's a good explainer.
But Marvel, don't mess it up. Like I'm pretty sure, like with all the reviews Shang-Chi has got, like it's gonna explain a lot of things really good.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping Eternals kind of like, Eternals is supposed to happen like a week after Endgame or whatever. But it's like, I don't know, man. Just the placement of these movies is kind of like weird, because I feel like in the other phases, like each movie like
went back to back. You could follow it easily.
Yeah, it piggybacked. But I think the introduction of the shows kind of like it kind of made things like
Yeah.
Maybe this happened here in this year, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks after, And I think Marvel's gonna do like a big press release, or like they're gonna give us like an image of like, especially like with the shows, like okay, what's
where it takes place within the timeline.
They have to.
Hope so.
They have to do that. But that's gonna be it for this reaction. We'll be back for episode 4 next week. 9 more to go. And we're looking forward to it. We're definitely looking forward to seeing, Shang-Chi next week? Mm-hmm. Everybody's been talking about it, and everybody's seen it 3-4 times. So we finally get to see it once, and we'll be sure to give our reactions and thoughts. And if you guys want a reaction, let us know. Let us know on the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, link in the description below. Join the Discord. Talk all the latest Marvel news, reactions, stuff like that. DC to a certain point. We're actually gonna go see Suicide Squad because we heard it's pretty good. So we'll let you know. We'll let you know our quick thoughts about Suicide Squad. But yeah, that has been a wrap. Shout out to everybody pulling up to the episode 3 reaction. I know last week was kind of confusing because we did like 1 and 2, but we will be on top of the reactions as they come out. Well, the episodes. So episode 4 next week, either midnight or Wednesday.
Yeah, we should do a vote in the Discord.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in the Discord. Join the Discord so you know when the next episode is. How about that? Join the Discord. We'll make a vote and we'll talk about it. Bye, Malta. It was nice seeing you digitally. But yeah, that's gonna be a wrap for this episode 3. What if Raw Real Review? We'll be back at y'all next week. Other than that, you can catch me streaming this Thursday. Trying to think, am I missing anything else? I feel like I'm missing some stuff. But if I am, just stay tuned to the Discord and I'll post the updates and stuff like that on the stuff that I'm missing. But like I said at the end of every stream, man, stay positive. Always strive to be the best person you can be. You can be what or whoever the hell you want, all right? Just look at me, goddammit. Just look at me. You guys have a great rest of your day. If I don't see you guys Thursday, have a great rest of your week. And just, we'll keep rocking until then, y'all. Be safe, be positive. We out. Peace.